Okay, it's Aussie Commander here at the moment. Just giving you a bit more YouTube footage on the Blade SRX200. I've been flying this helicopter now for about 6 months. I recommend it for the beginner, but as you stage up through your skill level, I think it's best to then move on to a 450 or a 500 like what I have over here to our left. But I'm just going to give you a bit of an intro on the SRX200. It's a great little heli, pretty robust, cheap parts, and yeah, it's a great little flyer. But once again, it's fixed pitch, it's not collective pitch, so it is quite limiting on what you can do with it. Just basic maneuvers, but nothing fantastic. You can't do any 3D'ing or anything like that. But yeah, it's a good little heli to start with and get the orientation and everything right. Yeah, and I recommend it. So we'll do some little bits of flying with it, what you can expect with the SRX200. But yeah, once again, it's just a little intro. There's a lot of write-ups on YouTube about the SRX200. You also see a lot of people flying it around that are, you know, above normal. But yeah, I'm just giving you a rundown of how it performs. Anyway, let's see how she rock and rolls. Always promote safe flying. I'm flying at a modelling club at the moment. I belong to a club, so it's a safe field to fly around, as you can see. There's nobody around. Anyway, what we'll do is just do some basic maneuvers, like just basic hovering. A lot of people just can't seem to do this right. The basics are very important. Get caught on a bit of grass there. Okay, first stage of flight, you always fly with the tail towards you. A little bit of height, but not too much height. I mean, they are a small helicopter. It's a little bit windy here, so it gets buffed around with the wind a little bit. But a lot of people just can't seem to just hover it nicely and just have control. As I said, I'm just throwing you the basics. I mean, I started out with this, just hovering for like a month. Just hovering, you know. You start moving the tail around a little bit. Nothing fantastic, just nice and slow and be patient. It is, I mean, the helicopters are very difficult to fly. So it's just a matter of being patient. A lot of people are just getting patient and just can't seem to, they always want to go to the next step before they can actually hover the helicopter. And basically I do the same with my T-Rex 500, just what we're doing here. It's nice and steady. As I said, it's a little bit breeze here, so it just buffs it around a little bit today. Bring it up close because, you know, they're quite hard to see. As I said, they're only a small heli. So once you start getting a little bit confident with, you know, just hovering nice and steady there, working the throttle or the collective pitch. As I said, there's no collective pitch on this model, so it's just a throttle as far as I'm concerned. Once you feel comfortable doing that, then you can start moving the tail around and just holding it like so. Now, a lot of people get caught on this, getting your orientation correct. Just nice and steady. Just nice and low to the ground. A lot of people get a little bit apprehensive when it gets a little high, especially with such a little model like this one. Once you feel confident doing it that way, you spin it around the other way. Whoop. It wants to drift on you a little bit once you start maneuvering the because there's a motor on the rear of this heli. It's not belt drive or shaft drive. Oh, let's bring it around away out of the sun so we can see what we're doing. There we go, just nice steady flight, nice and slow to start with, nothing too extravagant. As I said, once you start rotating that boom, it wants to go in different directions. Just nice, easy, steady flight, okay? Then once you get comfortable with either orientation, then you can start to nose it in towards you. Just get it up, because it takes a little bit to respond with this throttle. There are things on YouTube or on the internet where you can speed the motor up, but I haven't done that yet. I've just kept it stock. As I said, I don't really fly this much anymore. I'm flying the T-Rex more now than the Blade, but as I said, it's a good heli to start with. I charge my batteries on balance. It takes about 20 minutes to half an hour to charge. My battery life can last up to 15-20 minutes. But as I said, I balance charge mine every time. Let's bring her around. Right, just hold it there. Said, you can bring the throttle down a little bit if you get a little bit uncomfortable with the height. That's it. Let's increase the throttle, but you've got to increase the throttle before it actually comes to the ground. So you've got to anticipate, always anticipating ahead of the aircraft. Okay, once you've got it comfortable holding it towards you, then you can start doing some figure eights. Just nice little, now you don't have to use a lot of collective or a lot of cyclic. You can just go around. A lot of people start with just going around rotating the boom. Just getting used to the boom control and the throttle or the cyclic on one stick. A lot of people tend to, like myself, tend to move the boom accidentally while you're moving the collective pitch or the throttle. Just nice and easy. You know, a lot of people on YouTube rattling it around, flying like crazy, but I find it more difficult to fly slow. Everybody can fly fast, you know. Just nice and easy. Just rotating it around. And a lot of people are just quite comfortable doing this. Then once you get comfortable with rotating the boom, then you can start adding cyclic. I'll show you now if I've got enough battery charge. Get some speed, let's put the nose down. It's not a real good one. Let's get it going. Pretty quick little heli once you put the nose down. There we go, just bring her around. Put the nose down, let's get some speed on it. There we go. Still turning a little too much with boom. You know, I'm only learning myself. I've only been flying these helis for like 6 months. And the collective pitch is completely different again. Taught myself, watching plenty of YouTube, but I'm never in any hurry to do any big maneuvers. As I said, I'm just a normal Joe Blow, not a 3D flyer, just somebody putting around at the airfield. And the majority of us are like this. It's just nice and easy, nice controlled flight. You don't want to fly too far away from it because it becomes a spot. You can bring back the throttle, pull back on the rudder. As I said, you've got to anticipate the drop on these things. The battery's getting low, so I'll bring it back towards me tail end. Okay, it's a little bit rough. I like to do a really controlled landing, like so, nice and easy. So there you go. Hope you enjoyed my little bit of footage on the SRX200, and stay tuned for my other videos. Thanks, bye.